Hi everyone, welcome to Tell Me English. I'm Andres and this video is an A1 level grammar video. So if you don't know what level you are, you can watch a video by clicking on the link that we will leave below. So if I ask, do you like English? You can say, yes, I do. So yes, in this video we will learn how to use do and does. Now this video was requested by Javier Manrique. Remember, if you want us to explain a video, you can leave it in the comments below. And let's start. What are do and does? Do and does are auxiliary verbs. This means that they are not the main verb. Okay, there is always another verb that they are helping. They are used in the simple present to talk about routines or repetitive actions and general facts. They can be used with any verb except for one verb. Remember, we cannot use do or does if we have the verb to be. Okay? Now we can move on to when do we use do and when do we use does. It's really simple, I promise. If you speak Spanish or French, you will know that for every person we have to change the verb, right? But in English, it is way easier. The only time in which we need to change it is when we are talking about the third person. So this is he, she, it, right? He, she, it. So we will use do with every single one of these, but he, she, it. He, she, it use does. Now, every time we're talking about my dog, my friend, or Jake, we also need to use does because they are also part of he, she, it, the third person. Moving on to the negative form, we have don't and doesn't. Now, don't comes from do not. If we put them together, we have don't. And doesn't comes from does not, doesn't. The first thing we have to do is we have a simple sentence, right? Like, you study English. Then, where is the verb? Where is the action? Okay, it is here, right? So, study. Now, once we know where the verb is, we put these words behind it, right? So, don't or doesn't. But we know that with you, we use don't, right? So we put it here. So the sentence would be, you don't study English, right? Really simple. Let's see another sentence. He lives in Spain. We see the verb, it's lives, right? So we will put it here. He doesn't live in Spain. Now, if you observe this, you will see that here we have an S, but here we don't, okay? Every time we use do or does or don't or doesn't, we have to add a base form verb. Now, I will show you another sentence and I want you to try to do it alone, okay? Here it is. So now, turn it into a negative form. Pause the video. Okay. So the answer is, my dad doesn't work. Again, be careful with the S, okay? We have it here. My dad works, but when we use doesn't, we just write work. Now, the question form. Let's use the same sentences. You study English. Here, we don't care about the verb, okay? We care about the subject. So where is the subject? It is here, right? You. So we know that we have to put it behind the subject. So right here. Now, for you, do we use do or does? Do, right? So it is, do you study English? Now, for the next sentence, he lives in Spain. So all we have to do is put the auxiliary verb behind it. Now, he uses do or does? Does, right? So, does he live in Spain? Does he live in Spain? If you notice, again, every time we use does, the S that we had before disappears. Here, we don't use it. Now, I will show you another sentence and I want you to try. Pause the video, make it a question. Now, the question form would be, does my dad work in a school? Very well. We can also use do or does for short answers. For example, if we have the following questions, do you study English? You can say, yes, I study English. But we are lazy, so we don't want to say all of that, right? We take this study English part, we remove it, and then we put do. So the answer will be, yes, I do. I don't have to say the verb again. I don't have to say what I study again. I just say do. Now, if the answer is no, you say, no, I don't study English. But the short version would be, No, we remove that. So no, I don't. Easy, right? And it works the same with does. So if we have a question which is, does he live in Spain? We can say, yes, he lives in Spain. Or shorter, we can just say, yes, he does, right? Remember, he does. If the answer is no, we can just say, no, he doesn't live in Spain. Or shorter, we say, no, he doesn't. Now, watch out. A lot of people make these mistakes. Let's read this sentence. He doesn't live in Spain. Remember, if we have the negative form, we have to use doesn't. But once we use doesn't, we cannot use this s. So, bye-bye s. The correct one would be, he doesn't live in Spain. Next one, if we have the sentence, you are Mexican, how can I make a question? Well, maybe you think, okay, we find the subject, which is you, and the auxiliary is do, so we put it here. Do you are Mexican? No, incorrect. Remember, we don't use do or does with the verb to be, never, okay? And are is the verb to be. So this is actually very simple. All we have to do is change the subject and the verb like this. So you and are would be, are you Mexican? And this is the correct answer. Now exercise time. Look at the picture and make a question and then answer it with short answers. So we have this image, this picture, right? And we have these words below the picture. We have to use these words to make a question. So in this case, the right answer would be, does she drink coffee? And the positive short answer would be, yes, she does. Now you have to do these exercises. In a moment, I will show you the answers. But now pause the video and try to do it by yourself. So these are the answers. You can compare and check. Another exercise. Again, pause the video and in a few seconds I will show you the answer. So these are the right answers. So this is it. If you want to challenge yourself, we have another exercise for you. It says write something and post it in the comments below. You can write anything you want, but I will give you some ideas. You can write about your routine, what you do every day, what you don't do, or you can write some questions that you would like the others to answer. Now, it is very important that you try to use do or does at least 3 times. So that was it. Remember, we are Tell Me English. You can follow us on Facebook and on Instagram. And you can request more videos like this. You can leave your suggestions down below. And thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. And see you next time. Bye!